What's up, y'all? We are back. I miss y'all. How y'all been? Gonna wait for some people to join. Oh man, I've had a rough day today. Oh man. Whee. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever everybody is. Yes! Nah, I'm not grilling. I had some Panda Express for lunch. I stopped off to go get a cup of coffee, and I realized where I was. I was at a rest area on the 95. I had just forgot where I was. And yeah, Panda Express. So I was like, yo, I'm getting some Panda Express. What's up, Leah Liz? What's up, Dorian James? Yeah, so we're on our way to, what's up, Crankman? Sorry to hear that you're sick. Today we're on our last day of the DOT Blitz. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where they try to make some extra revenue off the truckers by finding violations and stuff like that. So they're bumping up patrol and checkpoints and stuff like that for us. And it's the most dreaded week of the year for us truckers. So. What's up, Northern California? Yep, just another beautiful spring day. This guy next to me is heavy hauling some mulch. But no, not for nothing, guys. I saw it on Facebook. A logging truck got pulled over and got pulled in for inspections. And we're only supposed to be able to carry 80,000 pounds, but I think since he, has additional equipment on his trailer, he might be able to carry a little bit more. But he weighed 110,000 pounds and he got cited $2,300. $2,300. I was like, jeez Louise. I wouldn't be able to afford to pay that. So right now I'm headed up to Lebanon, Connecticut. Gotta go pick up another pickup and then I'll be headed home for the day because kind of got a late start to the day this morning. Only because some brokers took a little while to get back to us, but it was no big deal. We did another thing. So I actually had to do a delivery to Home Depot today. That was the funniest thing. And I actually had to deliver some product to a Home Depot today. And this didn't make a lick of sense to me, and you guys will probably be able to second what I'm about to tell you. But so the kid took my paperwork, but I guess he doesn't have a forklift license, and they had took about 25 to 30 minutes to offload the truck that was in front of me, which was kind of crazy considering everything else that's going on. And then the guy leaves. So the guy who's driving the other truck leaves and then swings back around the building because they forgot to give him his paperwork back, and it's super tight in the back of this vehicle. This guy has a spread axle trailer, and if you guys don't know, it's just where the axles are permanently spread like on the trailers, so axles don't move. So when he came back around, I didn't know because I couldn't see behind me, and I had already began to get offloaded. One of two forklift operators came up to me and was like, "Hey, would you mind like moving out of the guy behind you's way, so he could get by or whatever?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even know that a guy was behind me." He was like, and I was like, "Tell the other forklift operator to stop touching stuff on the truck." Yeah, so they would put the whole blame on me about, me knocking over a couple forklift drivers off their forks. Yep. And everybody on the highway today are just driving like straight doofuses. It's crazy. Everybody's just driving like morons today. I had a guy get on the highway. Well, I got on the highway, and this rig that was in front of me doing 50 in the 55. And since he had a drive-in, I thought there was just... Hauling logs definitely is a different game. I've never had the pleasure of doing it. It seemed kind of cool, but the places you go hauling logs are crazy. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Saw the video where I tell the story of me going down. I did a delivery. It was like the last delivery of the day. I was supposed to get out early, and then wait a minute. Yeah, I was supposed to get off early and stuff, and I just ended up not, because I went down in the woods, and it said the road leaded back out to like a main road, and it looked like a tree had fallen in the road. So I took the Moffett, pushed it off the road, ended up driving down some, and then ended up coming across a couple logging trucks. And I was like, oh no. And then they had like 8 or 9 trees at the end of the road. They had like 8 or 9 trees at the end of the road, and they were like, "What are you doing down here?" I was just like, "I'm just following the GPS. I'm just trying to get out." And so I asked the supervisor, I'm like, "Hey, if I were to move those trees and then move my truck out and move them back, no harm, no foul, right?" He was like, "Look, I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm not telling you not to do it." He's like, "Why don't you just back out the same way you got here?" I said, "Because, I got the forklift on the back, and these tires aren't made for, gripping soil and dirt in the middle of the woods." I was like, "These tires are for fuel efficiency on the highway." Like, I said, I was already losing traction coming up here. And they ended up calling State Park Police on me. And State Park Police showed up, ran my plate, asking me what I was doing. And, they had a bunch of questions. And I'm like, they were like, "Oh, like, why would you come down here if you're not supposed to be down here?" I was like, "How was I supposed to know that I wasn't supposed to be down here?" They were like, "Well, you passed a road closed sign." I said, "Yeah, that road closed sign was blocking off another road, not the road I was on." Like, what? That makes no sense. None. Like, it wasn't for the road that I was on. And they were like, "Oh, you didn't see that tree in the middle of the road?" I said, "You know how many roads I go down in the middle of the woods where there's like trees or limbs in the way, and I just get out and I just move them?" And they were like, "Huh." I was like, "Let me put it to you like this. It's one thing if I was out here playing around with my pickup truck or, my Subaru with, my lifted Subaru, doofing around in the woods." I said, I'm literally in an 18-wheeler where I don't even want to be. Like, I have no business being down here. That's why I moved the trees and I moved them back. And by the time they showed up, I already had my Moffett heading back to the back of the truck. So that was nuts. So when they showed up, you know, I had already moved everything back to where it was supposed to go. So they ended up letting me off with a verbal warning, and they told me why the road was closed. But I'm like, again, it doesn't really matter to me because I was just following the GPS. It said that there was a way out instead of me having to, you know, back up a whole bunch of times back that way. Like, it's way different. Like, I'm out here working. I'm not out here playing around. And then at one point, the cop asked me a question, like, "Oh, like, so you wasn't out here, like, you know, doing something crazy?" I'm like, "Do you hear yourself?" Like, literally, ask yourself what you're gonna ask me before you ask me, because that literally made no sense. Like, I'm still on the clock. I get paid by the day. You think I really want to be out here? No. Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, there's no fun for me in these woods. I'm around a bunch of it was gypsy moss. They said gypsy moss was what was killing the trees. I'm like, yeah, whatever that is. That sounds great. But I gotta go. Like, diddling around. Like, I'm just trying to get home, man. That's it. Just trying to get home. But yeah, so what's everybody been up to? How's everybody's day going? Make sure you check us out on Patreon. We got content on there that you guys aren't gonna see on regular YouTube. I have not had a chance to update it yet, but we're gonna do another merch giveaway, and then I forgot what else. Oh, we're gonna be offering discounts for the Patreon, but the bottom tier is only $5. $5. And I'm almost at my pickup now. So I'm going to a mulch farm where they make mulch and gardening soil and stuff like that. And I'm not sure where I have to deliver it to, but I'll check that when I get there. I have a Class A driver's license. In the state of Connecticut, if you're going to drive a combination, an 18-wheeler combination vehicle over that can hold 80,000 pounds, you need a Class A. What's going on there, Steven? How's everything? Along. I already had lunch earlier. I just want to right now. I could have stopped off at the gas station, but I didn't feel like it. And I'm already running behind because of traffic, so I could stop off at the gas station on the way home, grab a strawberry milk or something. Oh, man. Oh, did you guys see the fuel bill this week for Chris's truck? It was $3,200. Nuts. Nuts. Oh, I got a phone call today. I'm not going to tell the whole story because it's not really my story to tell, and I'll probably mess it up anyway. But a guy that I used to do deliveries with for Home Depot just got fired, basically. Oh yeah, and they said that they were going to mark down that he quit because they were trying to do some pretty illegal stuff to him. I'll see if one day he wants to be on a video or two, explain his side of the story. But that'd be interesting. That would be interesting for sure. All right. So I'm pulling up. Oh, crap. I'm pulling up now. I'll give you guys a quick little look-see. This is the area. Stuff everywhere. Alright. I gotta go, but I do love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Be good, be safe. Later.